Where did people go when they died before Jesus came about?
Christian here. Let's see if I can help.
Was everybody going to hell? Was everybody going to heaven? Was everybody in purgatory? So if people were going to hell, God was just like, man, fuck all y'all, you sinful motherfuckers I created. All of y'all getting banished. Or was he like, well, y'all don't know y'all sins, so come on up to heaven? Because if that's the case, Jesus is a diabolical motherfucker.
Okay, that seems a little unnecessary, but let's answer your question. Before Jesus came, nobody went to heaven, and nobody went to hell. Everybody went to a place called Sheol. Sheol is a place that is definitely not eternal torture, but it's also not eternal paradise. And literally everybody went here. It didn't matter how good you were or how evil you were, everybody went to Sheol. And then when Jesus came along, he died on the cross and afterwards descended into Sheol to preach the gospel to everyone who had not heard it yet. That's why 1 Peter 3:19 says that Jesus proclaimed the gospel to the spirits in prison, or in Sheol. You see, before Jesus came, God couldn't send anyone to hell because those people had never gotten a chance to know about Jesus. But he also couldn't let them into heaven because nobody is righteous enough to get into heaven without Christ. So instead, God sent people to Sheol, and when Christ died on the cross, he went down to Sheol to preach the gospel to all of those people. If any of those people believed in Christ and trusted in him, then they would go to heaven with Christ. But if they didn't believe in him and didn't trust in him, then they would stay in Sheol, which would then be turned into hell as we know it today, eternal conscious torment. Now, there are a few exceptions to what we've talked about. People like Enoch, Elijah, Moses, and Abraham have been described throughout the Bible as going to heaven before Christ came to earth. This is because by his sacrifice, Christ was able to forgive people in the Old Testament by applying his merit to them in the past. But this wasn't done for everyone, only a select few who God chose according to his will. This belief actually goes all the way back to the earliest Christians. That's why the Apostles' Creed says that Christ descended into hell, or Sheol. So, long story short, before Jesus Christ came, nobody went to heaven, nobody went to hell. They were just waiting for Christ to come and redeem them. God bless.